What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Agi. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So in today's video I'm gonna be showing you how I make my simple fried chicken. This is the most delicious chicken, very crunchy on the outside and very moist and soft on the inside. And I know that you guys are going to love this recipe because it's really simple to make. So if you're not yet subscribed, kindly consider subscribing, and let's get on to the video. So you gotta start by washing your chicken and making sure that it's clean and it's very dry before transferring it into a clean bowl. And then I'm gonna go ahead with my spices. So I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of Spanish paprika. You can always do more if it's your favorite spice. And then I added in 1 teaspoon of cumin powder. I also added in 1 teaspoon of chicken masala and 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. I also added in about 1 teaspoon of garam masala and also about half a teaspoon of chili flakes. This you can always do more when it comes to chili. I'm not a chili person, so I just added in about half a teaspoon, and also some salt to taste. So I went ahead and just mixed in the spices until all the chicken is nicely coated. And I think you can do this better with your hands instead of a spatula. I think when you use your hands, you're able to get the spices in where the spatula cannot. So you're just gonna cover your chicken and place it in the fridge for about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on my other ingredients, and one of them is red onions. So I used about 4 pieces of small red onions, or medium-sized red onions. Let me just put it as medium-sized red onions. And I'm gonna use a lot of it because for this recipe I'm not gonna be using any tomatoes. So I'm someone who loves a lot of onions. I enjoy onions more than tomatoes, so that's why I'm gonna be using onions and not tomatoes. So I also used about half a size of bell pepper, and I'm gonna make some really nice thin slices from the yellow bell pepper. I also used a red bell pepper, and I used half of it, and I'm also gonna go ahead and just slice it into some thin slices. I believe that you guys are able to see exactly what I'm doing. We are also gonna need some fresh coriander, and these are about 2 bunches of fresh coriander, and make sure that it's nicely washed and clean. And then I'm gonna just cut it into some small pieces. I'm also gonna be using about 1 tablespoon of garlic and ginger paste. So it's been about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna take a clean pan because now it's time to fry our chicken. So I'm gonna take a clean pan and I'm gonna add in enough cooking oil to fry our chicken. Make sure it's enough cooking oil to fry your chicken. So once the cooking oil is nicely heated and hot enough, make sure it's hot enough, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my chicken pieces so that we can fry our chicken. So you're gonna fry your chicken for about 5 minutes, and once you realize that the other side is nicely browned, you're going to flip them over so that we also get to fry the other side. So as you guys can see, our chicken is ready. It's looking delicious. The color is so beautiful. Just make sure when you're frying your chicken, it has this beautiful golden brown color and the outside is nice and crisp. So that will show you that your chicken is ready, and I'm just gonna transfer it into a plate that is lined with oil absorbing paper, just so that it gets to absorb the excess oil from the chicken. So we we're gonna go ahead onto our next step, and you will need a clean pot, place it on fire, and then you're going to need some cooking oil. And of course I'm going to be using the cooking oil that we use to fry our chicken, because I believe that it has all the beautiful spices in it, so that's why I'm going to be using this cooking oil that I use to fry the chicken. You can use some clean oil if you're not in for this, but I would prefer you use this cooking oil, because you don't also want to pour it away or waste it. You can still use it to cook your other meals. So once your cooking oil is nicely heated, you're gonna go ahead and add in your onions. So you're going to cook your onions until they are translucent. When my onions start to turn translucent, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my garlic and ginger paste. So we're gonna cook this until the onions, the red onions, fully become translucent and soft. So once the onions are translucent, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my bell pepper. So we're going to give the bell pepper and the onions a good mix, just to make sure everything is nicely combined. I will also go ahead and add in some salt to taste. And then I'll just mix in the salt into the bell pepper and the onions. Just mix it up until all the salt is nicely combined into your onions and bell pepper. So now it's time to add in your chicken. So you're gonna go ahead and add in your chicken into your onions and your bell pepper. And then you'll just go ahead and mix everything. Just make sure that the onions, the chicken, and the bell pepper are nicely combined into your chicken. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in my fresh coriander. And then just mix everything until everything is nicely combined. The chicken, the coriander, the onions, and the bell pepper are nicely combined. So when I'm done mixing, I'm just going to cover this and let it cook on a low heat for about 2 to 3 minutes. So it's been 2 to 3 minutes, and as you guys can see, our chicken is ready and it looks amazing. I know that you guys are able to see it looks amazing. So I'm just gonna have to mix it up one more time, and your chicken is now ready for serving. And I tell you guys, this chicken is the easiest, simplest recipe, and it's so delicious and it's spicy. It has all the spices. And by the way guys, if you're thinking of using different spices, it's okay. Kindly do you on your spices. And for this chicken, you can serve this with some plantain, you can do ugali, you can even do rice and just make a sauce on the side. And I would really love you guys to try this recipe. For mine, I served it with some ugali, and please try this recipe and let me know in the comments if you tried it and yours came out, because my kids, especially my kids, they really love this and they really enjoyed this chicken, and I know that you guys are going to enjoy it too. So guys, if you're new here, karibu sana. Kindly consider subscribing. It's totally free. You can also hit that notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it. And guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope that you get to try this recipe and you also love it the way I loved it, and I hope that I'll be able to see you guys on my next video.